in the hills of Luxembourg, there lives a lady who dwells upon the rocks and shores of swamps that crawl across the land. Her name, Beatrice.
Her name is SlashU.
Her name is...
So, how you doing? Here
Good,
we are.
how are you?
Another episode of our most epicest podcast ever. SlashU.
SlashU. Do you, if you know us, you love us.
Yeah.
Don't know us? Well, guess what? You're definitely going to love us.
Yep.
I'm Nick.
I'm Andy.
And we are your hosts here at the University of Slash.
Slasher University, SlashU, as we like to call it. The letter U. I know, people go looking up SlashYou. You're not going to find us. You're going to find something else.
Why would we want to hurt you?
Right. We're going to SlashU? That makes no sense.
We like to record, our home base is in Milwaukee.
It is. That's where we're at right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are those guys that love watching old cheesy horror, sometimes forgotten, just slash movies. Between now and then, you know, like it is that we record a lot of the times. We always release on Mondays, and as we record this, usually we are wearing no pants.
Usually, but if we're gonna get cameras in here, we probably gotta fix that.
I will not wear pants. I just found out our OnlyFans has over 160,000 subscribers.
I didn't know that. Holy shit!
I made the mistake of offering it for free.
That's way more
We
than
have made no money.
That's way more than this podcast.
I know. We got to stop doing the podcast and invest more of our time into our OnlyFans.
We have a lot of followers though on Instagram.
No, we don't.
SlashU does.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. We got like 1,000.
Like 1,300. That's it.
Yeah, well, if each one of them listened to one episode of this podcast, that'd be more than we've ever had.
I know. I bet the people listening are like, "What are we, chopped liver?"
Oh, the people
You
listening.
are not chopped liver.
No, we love you, even though Nick
I
says
will-
"fuck the fans" every other week.
No, I promise. If you DM us your
I think he means it in a sexual
email,
way.
I will send you a picture of my chest.
Oh
Hey.
man,
Find us on Instagram /U_podcast. Follow a new project that we have going on called Murder Cabin. Murder_cabin_movie. Excitement note
it's a
on that.
movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Excited?
Yeah, 2 more days of shooting. Starting tomorrow. I'm seeing you today.
Yes.
Then I'm going to see you tomorrow. And I'm going to see you on Sunday.
I know it's pretty rad, as you would say.
Pretty rad because this has got to be it. Because everything now with 4th of July and our buddy Professor Eric moving.
He's moving away. Right. We got to get her done.
We got to get. And his son is in the film. Andy, we should change this podcast to Murder Cabin U.
Well, you know, we're not going to do that. But like, I am excited to get all the footage in the can, as they say, so that post production can start.
Heard nothing but great sounds. Great things about sound. Sound is.
Oh, really? Has he started doing some work and said
we're pulling selects now.
Sounded really good.
It's
That's good.
we're moving forward.
I just got my hair recut
Yeah.
for the remaining scenes we had to shoot. Just had my beard reshaved off.
Backstory shots.
Yeah, feels
And
like I
then-
put a pet to sleep every time I shave off my beard.
This is the last time you have to do it, brother.
Good. It makes me so sad.
You can let it grow out. You can do whatever. I kind of like it long on top and short on the side.
I do too. I
think you
might
should go with it.
continue with
Yeah, I
this
think you should.
hairstyle. You've planted a something in me that likes this hairstyle. So
Before we get in the movie, you know, we're spoiling it.
yeah.
I'm
Sorry we didn't do it last week. Last week you were on a road trip. I released. We released Andy and Nick's top 3 each. I had some feedback from a listener who told me like, yeah, you guys have definitely gotten a lot better because that episode contained old stuff. You know, we had a sample from Blood Diner.
Yeah, episode 3?
4. And Mutilator, episode 14. I mean, we went back in time, and you could hear how things have progressed. We didn't used to have music. We didn't used to have, sound effects and stuff.
We didn't have dick kill shots?
We didn't. We did, but we didn't have the dick kill. We didn't have the... we didn't have the sounds.
Dick kill. Dick kill.
So somebody told me, like, you've definitely progressed in the right direction.
Well, I mean, I hope so after almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Is that true?
5 years.
4.
And $5,000 of our own money poured into this. Not really. That's not true. But
Wait, good news. We got some new merch that's going to be coming out soon.
yeah.
But this August will be 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah, 2020 is when we started this baby.
So before we get into our film, because it's going to be a quick one, would you rather
Please lay it on me.
be blind 6 months out of every year for the rest of your life? So 6 months blind, 6 months not.
Oh, contiguous months. All right.
Or poop an armadillo every time someone sneezes for the rest of your life.
Like somebody with an earshot?
Yes.
Like I just hear somebody
sneeze. If you hear a sneeze.
And I poop an armadillo?
Yeah.
Uncontrollably? So I can be walking down the street and if somebody goes, oh shit.
Yeah, like, I mean, you could do it. You don't have to, I'm not saying you have to pull your pants down, but just know that there's going to be
I would have to pull my pants down.
I mean, the
it's an armadillo.
Yeah, but it would still make its way out of the pants. Maybe you would learn to wear shorts.
Is it alive?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to kill a dead armadillo, of course. I mean, it's going to be up to you.
Might be better for the armadillo.
No, it's going to be up to you, too, to make sure that armadillo... The Humane Society will be watching too, so you can't.
Yeah, that's why they'd be like, "Holy shit, a live armadillo in that man's asshole."
Yeah, like if you were like in a hospital,
kill it. It's better. It's more humane.
If you were visiting,
oh Lord,
if you were visiting like the zoo, that would be a good time.
Where do you come up with these?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it.
And so 6 months of blindness. Yeah. Do I choose the 6 months?
Yeah, but they have to be consecutive. So like between April and October, and then October and April,
or January to June.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'd want to see some holidays. Can I do like 6 in a row and then the next 6 in a row and then have 12 off? No, probably not. I guess I'd rather take the blindness than poop an armadillo. I think that'd be very uncomfortable, and it would also be so random that I couldn't plan for it. Whereas the blindness I could plan for.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I'd probably get better. I'd probably get better. I could learn how to read Braille. I'd get better at hearing and tasting the other senses.
Would it be okay? It's a baby armadillo, so
that's better. Yeah. Still not going to do it. Okay. Because a sneeze could happen at any time around me, and I just don't want to have to poop an armadillo.
Could you imagine if you're on a cruise and like you heard like 8 people sneezing? There's like 8 baby armadillos running around.
Can you imagine if I was around someone who was allergic to like armadillos?
Are there people allergic to armadillos? They're just fucking skin and armor.
Never know. That too. Oh no.
Hey,
this is a horrible cycle. Give me some earmuffs. Get away from me.
All right, one more thing before we get to the movie.
Please. This is fun.
Okay. Andy sent me this thing today. We have this thing with those conjoined twins that live in Minnesota with their teachers. And
we've talked about this. Yes.
So you sent
one of them's married, right?
The other one's not. The better looking one is married.
I wasn't going to say that, but you needed to pass judgment on their looks. Okay.
No, I didn't mean it like that. That came out wrong. Okay, I can't rewind.
I don't know why you said it at all.
So you sent me something today that they're going to do an adult film like with another set of conjoined twins.
Set of conjoined twins?
I think that's false.
I think it's fake. It's probably fake news. But it was just a meme I sent you. It had like the 2 pictures of the ladies next to each other.
That's how false information gets passed around. Because I'm sitting there going, like you said, like I will get through it. I will be disgusted with myself, but I would probably get through it.
It had that picture of Clint Eastwood from was it Camino?
Yeah.
Where he's an old cranky old man and he's like masturbates disgustedly.
I already feel bad after I do it, but
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's real news. If it is, go ahead and correct us. SlashUpodcast@gmail.com.
Send images to nickbankhead@gmail.com.
We got tagged in a serious. Not a serious, but in a not joking around thing. We got tagged on Facebook in a movie that's being made called Screw Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, we just got an email at a press kit.
Yeah, press kit. It's not a porno, so I'm going to review that, and we'll probably talk about that stuff. A link with a press kit here and stuff. We'll save that for a future episode, but we're going to hype up their movie for them and they open to an interview and all that stuff. So and we're gonna line something up.
I want to do that first.
We're gonna line up something with the Beast from Sweatshop, but with Murder Cabin just about wrapping on filming, we'll have a little more time to do these things.
I mean,
July's a busy month, but we can still once stuff happen.
Once this stuff starts happening, once we get it in the can, as they say, things are going to be great. But let's get back to the movie. If you want to call it a movie, Andy, I don't know what I want to call it yet.
I can and will call it a movie.
1 hour from 2023, 1 hour, 28,
27 minutes?
Who cares? 2023.
Pillow Party Massacre.
Could have been 5 minutes.
Could have been a quick one.
Could have been. I'm telling you.
Sketch.
Yeah. No doubt. Seriously. 30 seconds.
Directed by Calvin Maury McCarthy.
He was 29 years old when he directed this.
So he's like, 30 now? Because it was just last year. So we're recording this in 2024. All right.
Andy, this movie is like if someone thought that making a horror movie would be a fun hobby, and they started and then they just gave up.
They started and they just gave up.
They got bored.
Uh-huh.
That
seems appropriate.
There was potential there. Like, we're going to go through this movie, and I'm calling out script. I'm calling out stuff that might have happened in post. It's going to be, this is almost was so bad, students of the U, that we're going to have fun. Like,
Yeah.
what was the one that what was the one at the water park that I actually kind of like doing? Aquaslash, yeah. I think Dead Alive Dana just did that one. That I thought that was, a fun movie.
It was a slow burn because all the major killing happened at the end.
Like this one.
When they put the blades into the water slide. Spoilers. But yeah, this one, you're right. The massacre is at the end.
I mean,
Pillow Party Massacre.
I don't want to start talking about it now because we're going to get into it all.
Pick apart the artwork first. We mentioned this on our last on episode 140.
Very good.
This is episode 143. We mentioned on 142 that the artwork for this movie is like a dead ringer for a Slumber Party Massacre. They're obviously trying to replicate Slumber Party Massacre.
I don't know how
cameras behind the guys,
the
guy's legs, and the girls are like on the floor looking up at him. In Slumber Party Massacre, he's got the big drill, metaphor for penis.
Yep.
In this, he doesn't, but it's the same. It's a group of girls looking at their killer, and the point of view is behind him, and so you see the back of his legs, looming over these girls, and it's called Pillow Party Massacre. I mean.
How could they get away? I mean, I feel like that's like saying, like, hey, you take a hockey mask, but you put it over like a fucking dog's
Another
face.
big guy,
I mean, I don't
and
understand.
You call him Jefferson instead of Jason. Yeah.
Geared for the African American community.
Well,
Friday the 14th.
Or Friday the 14th. Yeah.
Jefferson. Attacking Jefferson.
Monday the 13th. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty close. I don't know.
Because I feel like.
Did they get a cease and desist?
Some people are like probably just like fuck it,
Yeah.
They say imitation is the highest form of flattery. I mean, maybe that's what they're looking at.
Could be.
But it is. Andy described it perfectly. If you put Slumber Party Massacre's poster next to Pillow Party Massacre's poster, I mean, it is exactly like Andy said.
I just think that when it comes to horror movies, there's so many that overlap in so many different ways.
I agree with you, but not poster wise. I mean, this poster is like
it's
ridiculous.
A pretty blatant ripoff. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if it's it's the same.
Yeah.
Except for the drill and the knife.
Yeah, you're 100% accurate because the plot of this movie wasn't exactly like Slumber Party Massacre. It's close.
I mean, it's revenge porn.
Yeah.
That gets into slash porn. That gets into I thought it was Canadian for the longest time.
Oh, you did?
It's close. It's Washington State, but
okay. Well,
I'm not putting anything down on our Canadian brothers and sisters up north, but I'm
their
just
stuff's
saying,
awesome.
Well, I mean, in a violent
favorite.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ouija Shark.
Yes, Ouija Shark was the best.
Put those two in the same category all day long.
Dolph Shark, wasn't that Canadian?
Doll Shark, yep.
So I don't know if we should do Cliff Kill Notes, Andy, because I
have them.
No, I mean, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
I even wrote this, quote, are we going to do Cliff Kill? Because if you do that, we probably don't need to even talk about the movie, and we could just talk about something weird. I don't know. Corkscrew penises, ? End quote.
Oh, that's your notes. Okay, well, I mean, my Cliff Kill notes are probably, and this is me bragging, probably put a very positive, eloquent spin on the plot of this movie.
Let's
help it out.
Help this. We need all the help we can get, brother. Let's get into Andy's Cliff Kill notes. Brought to you by the dusty fields of Oklahoma.
Ooh.
If you want a nice thing to paint and put above your couch, or if you just want to write a country song, always head to the dusty fields of Oklahoma. And now,
nice.
Andy's Cliff Kill Notes.
Oklahoma, where they just mandated the Bible get taught in public schools.
Let's not go there.
An April Fool's prank gone wrong at the prom ends in tragedy. Samantha, or Sam, and her friends are haunted by this terrible event. Sam decides to reconnect with her friends a couple years later, and they all try to move on and put the past behind them. They gather at Alana's mom's cabin for a weekend of partying. But the past is back to haunt them in the form of a killer stalking their pillow party, leading to a massacre. It's a pillow party massacre. That's it.
Nice. It was a positive spin.
Yeah, I tried. So I did my best. Just like this director.
All right. Well,
I did my best.
I tried my best. Well, that's our podcast. Thanks for coming out. Tune in next week when we'll be talking about Pillow Party Massacre 2.
Oh, no.
I think the IMDb, you could obviously tell, like when like the producer or the producer's mom or the director's fucking aunt goes in there and leaves comments. I can't wait, like the title, can't wait for the sequel. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It's like, come on.
Nice job,
like,
Cal.
Fucking even. I don't want to. Let's just go ahead and get in. It's the opening scene starts off like many slashes we've seen, Andy.
We're at prom.
We're at prom, a dance party. Things are going great. We meet our players right away.
Yep. Very slow opening credits.
Very slow. There's a lot. I mean, Andy, real quick, I think this is the fastest movie second watch I ever did.
Me too.
I think honestly, it's an hour and who cares?
27.
I watched it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can do it quick. I did it over my lunch break today. I made a sandwich. I had a Diet Dr. Pepper, let the dogs out in the backyard. I booted up my computer, and I set my phone down with Tubi. Watched this on Tubi, and I had my phone playing the movie. And I'm typing my notes, and I'm hitting skip ahead 10 seconds every, like, very often.
I was speaking my notes, and I was, as I walked fast, when I going, yeah, and this dumb shit happens. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this fucking dumbass. Like,
so we're at the prom. There's dancing. There's 80s music. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, and we're kind of getting the idea. We're kind of starting to meet our core group.
Yeah.
Eventually becoming our core 4. But it's we're hanging out with Ashley and her boyfriend Carter. We're focusing on them right now at the prom.
Ashley and Carter.
Yeah.
Right. There's spiking of the punch.
Yes.
Jim Beam in the punch.
Jim Beam.
Pretty typical.
Everyone's getting kind of schwasty, having a good time.
Yeah.
Ashley has friends who I like to call our core 4. Barbara, Miles, Sam, and Alana. Sam is our final girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's also Mickey. So there's
Mickey,
really 5 of them.
Boobs. We only really see her like a couple times.
Yeah, she's not
her. What's a PC way to say boobs?
Bubes is what we usually say.
Her bubes reminded me of the bubes in Ouija Shark because we mentioned Ouija Shark.
Okay.
Do you remember the girl that would get high?
Yes.
Her bubes reminded me of.
And she like saw the Ouija shark and she was like, "Far out, man."
Yeah,
and then it ate her.
Yeah, he was fucking. But anyway, back to Ashley and Carter.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to get her in the bathroom, Andy, to make out. Let's
go off alone.
He wants to touch her bubes.
Yeah, as one does at prom. Apparently, didn't happen to my prom, but whatever. I mean, sure it happened. It didn't happen to me, but I don't want to go there. It's embarrassing. I went to prom a couple times though. You know, and there's one time where I wish it would have happened. There's another time I was like, okay. And I'll let the listeners figure it out. So Ashley tells the girls, you know, she goes to check in with her homegirls and is just like, they're like, where's Carter? And she's like, oh, I'm going to go be alone with him for a minute. And they're like, ooh, what are you going to do? She's like, nothing, don't worry. You know, she plays coy. She meets Carter in the locker room bathroom. Yeah. And in one of the stalls. It's the most romantic thing you could do.
I bet it smells delicious.
Yeah, it's just amazing in there, and they're making out and then some. He ducks out of the stall to what?
Get a rubber.
Oh, I thought he was just going to like lock the door.
Because then she is like getting undressed.
She unzips her dress.
This is the stupidest scene because she's getting undressed, and then he's like, she hears it coming back, your thing, and they obviously the director's like, let's make it look like a killer's coming in, like a POV.
Yeah.
So the POV shot of like, is it Carter? Is it the killer?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they open the door, she just has her straps off. She's not nude.
No.
She's fully covered.
Right.
She's a great-looking girl. And everyone's like...
There's a whole group of kids there.
Yeah, they're like, ha, ha. And they got
April Fools.
And she's not... I mean, like, I don't understand if she was fully naked and caught by... I mean, that would be embarrassing. But she's just like, yeah, what?
She just has her dress unzipped. I mean... her shoulders are exposed. She has her hands over her breasts.
Yes, if this was an Islamic high school, I could see things getting a little bit hairy. But she is...
Too much skin.
Yeah, but she is... like Andy
Mormon
said,
high school. Yeah.
I mean,
let's make fun of the Mormons.
Let's go soak. Like her show, and so like
Google
if that would have happened to me, I would have been like, oh, you fuckers.
Yeah, I would have been like, what the fuck, you guys? And
because
shut
she's
the
not
door.
nude.
No.
She's just like, and she's not like the one where like the ugly girl gets the good looking guy takes her out just to like Carrie, like
Return to Horror High.
Yes.
Was that no? That wasn't Return to. It was Slaughter High with Marty.
Yes.
He was like horribly disfigured in a chemical burn accident.
And also he was an ugly guy, and he was like the good-looking girl. This is just two good-looking kids.
Yeah.
And she's dating Carter, obviously, so she flips the fuck out.
They were like April Fool, and she runs away, totally embarrassed. And
she's a prankster too. That's the thing they keep saying. Like this is why the story.
Pissed.
like she's like, if you're a prankster, she plays pranks all the time.
Her friends are they're saying, like, I think it was Mickey and Alana and them are like, oh, she's so mad. And Sam's just like, don't worry about it. You know, she'll get over it. She does this stuff to us all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just really, Andy, want the listeners to understand this. The students, please, students, gather around. Gather around, young children, and sit on your Professor Nick's lap.
No, take a knee.
Take a knee.
Take a knee.
That's an iPhone in my pocket.
Take a knee.
She is a good-looking high school girl. She is not nude. She is not disfigured. She is not anything. She's just holding her.
Pretty harmless.
Yes, and it's her friends. It's everyone that loves her. These aren't bullies. These are people. And it's on a phone. Ha ha. Like again, it would be like, you fucks. Ha,
I'd be like,
ha.
what the fuck? Delete that. You know,
or even I would be like, throw it on TikTok. I mean,
they do mention that. Like, in a week, she'll be laughing at this video.
Yeah.
Whatever. She pranks us all the time.
So we spend
because they're all homies. We spend too much time.
But she's so bummed out.
So mad.
And she's mad at Carter.
Yeah. It's later in the dance. They can't find her. Like, they're assuming she's really mad and she went home.
Yeah.
Carter is wasted at this point. I gotta go drain the lizard. And he gets up, goes to the bathroom. And while he's in the bathroom, Ashley sneaks in behind him. And she has the fakest looking gun I've ever seen.
It's the worst.
It doesn't look like it's the 3D,
I thought it was a stun gun.
3D printed plastic block looking gun.
Walmart.
And she shoots him.
Yep. Kills him. School shooting. Of course, it's everyone down.
Everyone there's flashes back to the dance floor, hearing the gunshots. Sam especially is like, the look on Sam's face tells me she knows it's Ashley and something went wrong.
So... Oh, I just have so many questions. So Carter,
blam.
Carter's dead. As they're watching him get carted off, and
cops, teachers,
Carter's mom.
His mom.
I'm gonna spoil. Right away, I knew who the killer was. You know, it wasn't even like a question for me. It was just right away.
Okay.
I knew, because it's like sitting there going, "Oh, is that killer gonna be Ashley?" It's never the fuck. And real quick too, 2 years later, flying in, we'll get to that. She's obviously goes to a mental. Why would she go to a mental institution if she was perfectly great student, everything's fine?
Should probably go to jail.
That's what I'm saying, but they're saying she went to a loony bin.
A loony bin. Well, yeah, that's true.
2 years
2 years later.
I'm guessing, what, they're 20 now? Sophomores?
So they're in college.
Yeah.
Sam's flying back home in town, apparently from college.
From her mom
for
died?
the summer.
I thought she said something about her mom's awake.
But she's there for the summer. She's trying to decide if she's going to go hang with her other friends or not. We learn that she's depressed about what happened. Her brother, I think that's her brother, right?
Yes, it is.
Her brother tries to break her out of it. He's basically like, you can't be stomping around grandma's house all summer, ruining my summer. And on top of it, her mom died recently, within the last year, I guess.
Worst 5 minutes. I mean, I timed it, Andy. This was 5 minutes of crap compared to the 1 hour and 27 minutes of total crap.
Her brother mentions Mrs. Fisher came by to give condolences for their mom. It felt weird getting condolences from her since her son was murdered. Wanted to know how you all were and what you're up to, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Sam's angry that no one wants to talk about any of it. They'd rather go to Burnt Bridge Lake and party like nothing happened. And her brother's like, why don't you just go join him? Just go be a piece of shit for the summer and try to enjoy yourself. Because everyone copes differently. It's all, heartfelt nonsense that we don't care about in these movies. And he talks her into hanging with her friends.
It is the worst. Like I said, 5 minutes of crap compared to the 1 hour, 27 minutes of total crap. I was like, I don't want to sound like I'm some Stephen King of novellas, but this was one of the worst.
They're trying to get deep. They're trying to make it emotional. They're trying to make you.
But they harbor on that way too long.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and they do
like
it again
about
later.
Where it's like, come on, dude. Like Sam, I know you're bummed about Ashley, friend, but it's like, it
happened 2 years ago.
This scene with her brother, like even the first watch, I'm like, this is the worst written piece of shit I've ever listened to. I'm even saying Final Exam was written better. I still think Final Exam's still the worst, but I had a script. This script, I didn't understand it. It was going down pathways, which especially one line that I will bring up. But
okay.
Anyway, so finally, their girls are like, hey, let's Alana, Mickey, Barbara, Miles, let's grab Sam. Let's all go to this cabin, Alana's mother's cabin.
Yeah.
We're all going to go. We're going to go to Lake Cabin. It'll be good for us to get away. Mickey's going up early to set it up. It's going to be...
I guess they explain Mickey's coming from somewhere else so she gets there first because she's closer.
She's getting there the night before the girls arrive.
Yeah, she gets there first.
So she gets there first, and it's not... I guess the Bluetooth is broken because she puts on a cassette tape
Oh, she does? I thought it was a record.
Nope. It's a cassette because she hits play.
Okay.
And she dances boobs.
The Bluetooth is broken.
I guess. Or, maybe Alexa is not
It's
working.
a montage of Mickey dancing around the house by herself, basically enjoying the place.
Boobs.
There's a POV of someone outside looking in the window.
Yep.
And you're right. She goes to take a shower. And we get a quick side boob.
Side boob
As she takes her bra off into the bathroom. Later, she's just chopping carrots in the kitchen, and she hears a noise. Looks around, and she slowly goes to the front door. No one's there. The door was open.
Hello?
She's, Alana, is that you? She's a little freaked out. Back in the kitchen, where's my knife? The knife is gone.
Just happened most recently in our Tom Hanks movie.
You're right. In He Knows You're Alone.
Thank you.
Yeah, up to about 1,200 views on YouTube for some reason. I don't know why.
Did you use the hashtag or did you tag Tom Hanks?
I don't know what I did.
Maybe Tom Hanks.
We have like a lot of views on that video. I can't explain it.
That's weird.
Yeah. So go watch our other videos that aren't videos. It's just this. It's audio. We don't have a camera yet. We'll get there. Anyway, back in the kitchen, her knife is gone.
Yep.
Suddenly, she's grabbed from behind and stabbed in the back of the head, and her eye pops out, and then she pees her pants.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, Jody, what was that? They could have made that look a little better pissed because I didn't know. I was like, did they fuck up and like, is that supposed to be blood?
Yeah.
And so
I
then
knew
Jody,
right away. She's pissing herself.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if they not just at least show the bottom of it because she's wearing jean shorts.
Sure.
Show the bottom of the
pants
jeans.
yeah.
Show like that there's a puddle. Like,
I get you.
Like,
well,
like is it plasma?
No, you're right. No, I think
Is
it was
squirt.
I think she peed because you always take it too far, man. Jesus Christ. I think getting stabbed in the brain might trigger some urination, spontaneous urination.
Squirt, Nick.
She probably pooped her pants too. So hot. So the next day.
Yeah, next day. Now Andy, we're at our core 4.
Yeah, Sam meets up. Yeah.
Yeah, this is important, Andy, because this is man, this movie sucks. We really have to know. Again, we mentioned Sam,
right?
Our buzzkill final girl. That's like buzzkill final girl.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm depressed about things that happened 2 years ago.
We have our friend Miles, who's our small little Ika mouse, who's part of the LGBTQI plus community. I think this would be a great Pride movie. I think you could put under Pride. Barbara, who's like our Uma Thurman. She's got that gap in her tooth, and
she's a skinny blonde girl who likes to party, drink, and smoke, and
and then we have Alana, who's kind of like our sassy,
our minority character.
Middle Eastern, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
And she's very
and she's the more I guess is the more sexually liberated one, if you want to put it that way.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do this now. The girl who plays Alana.
Oh, you're going to play her music? She's a rapper.
It's funny, too, because in this video, she's like they're all in thongs. They're all dancing at a strip club. And that's her in a nutshell in this movie.
Jax Kellington is the actress who plays Alana.
So she's, I would say, Middle Eastern. It's it's a good cast.
Yeah. No, they're great. They're obviously like, let's get some, attractive women in this movie.
We're really trying to stay positive.
She's been in Reproduction, Conjuring the Beyond, and Veghead, along with this movie. So that's all I know about her, according to IMDb.
Yeah, great classics you can find at the dollar bin at
Conjuring the Beyond, 2022,
Family Dollar. They're
going.
Yeah, they're heading out. They are going to the cabin. They always pull off at this local general store to buy some beer, pub beer. They buy a 18-pack for a weekend for 4 people. Smart. They also have an interaction with a bearded homeless man that's
4 beers apiece.
Yeah, this homeless guy.
Oh yeah,
he's either has a disease or is really dirty. I couldn't tell if he had a skin disease or if he was just had dirt on him.
Right. Well, as he's walking away from the general store, you're right. He's extremely grubby, and Sam.
Go ahead.
Sam's been in a funk, I guess, for the last 2 years over her mother's death and Ashley's murdering of Carter Fisher. And so she just, hang on a second, guys, and she approaches the homeless man and they give him a bit of their snacks and a couple of their beers and just do him a kindness. I guess it makes Sam feel better about herself.
I think that's a good. Even my second watch, I was like, "What the fuck is this scene for?"
He, of course, is just like, "Thank you, girls. You're beautiful girls. Thank you so much." And God bless you. And he gives Sam a coin that apparently was given to him when he was in Iraq.
Yeah.
Because he's a veteran. And says like, when I did a good deed for somebody, he gave me this. I'm giving it to you. You just got to keep it moving. Give it to the next person who does you a good deed. Keep the coin moving. That's it.
That's when we know that there's humanity still good. So,
we never see this man again.
Yeah, it's.
Meantime, we also met 2 forest officers.
Yes.
They're getting a radio call about an escape from the nearest mental hospital.
Is it Ashley?
It might be, Nick.
Is it Ashley?
Oh,
my
they
God.
just get a radio call about that, and they're like, all right, whatever. Well, there's only 2 of us covering this whole area.
I call them male. I know they have names, but
They
just
do.
male ranger and female ranger.
Officer Shauna, Officer Skip.
Officer Shauna, female. Officer Skip.
You got it.
Skippy.
Nailed it. So
Like the peanut butter.
Skip like the peanut butter, smooth. So that's it. Sam's trying to be a good person with the homeless man, gives him a blah, blah, blah. Barbara gets a phone call from her mom about the escape at the mental hospital. Is it Ashley? Yeah. It was funny. I think it was Miles who said, like, oh, an escaped prisoner, college girls, a cabin in the woods. I've seen this movie before. And they all decide, let's just go up to the cabin. You're giving me a look.
I'm just trying to stay. They're so they
it's unlocked though.
Yeah, they get their 18-pack of warm beer, head up to the Panther Squad, as they like to call themselves.
The Panther Squad. Why? Was it their high school mascot?
I guess that's a good call. Maybe it's
because they're all Sex Panthers.
Yeah.
90% of the time, or 60% of the time, it works every time.
60% of the time, they put out all of the time.
Gross.
So they're wondering about Mickey. They're in the house.
She's not there.
Yeah, but it's still in a little disarray because she was suddenly killed. She didn't have time to clean up before she was murdered.
Alana
before
assumes
her eyeball popped out, she did not have time to clean up for the groom.
Alana assumes that her brother was there recently and he just didn't clean up and he didn't
easy
lock
thing
the
to
place.
write off.
Totally.
So they're just Mickey's probably it's again so many wasted stories that I don't really feel like they go into them. But they're just thinking that Mickey is off drunk, maybe walking around the lake. They tell old stories about themselves that have absolutely nothing to do with it. I think, Andy, this would be a good time to actually stop the podcast and talk about the differences between crocodiles and alligators. You know what that is? A crocodile you see after a while. Alligator you see later.
You're exactly right, friend. Those are the differences.
Yep.
Yeah.
The crocodile, you'll see him after a while.
Yeah. Alligators, see you later.
Yeah, alligator, you'll just see you later.
See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. The end.
Yeah.
Did you notice this? There's a tiny little plot device that plays a part here, but nowhere else in the movie.
What?
Alana wants to call Mickey. It makes us aware that you have to go to a specific spot in the cabin and hold your phone a certain way to receive 1 bar of service to be able to make a phone call. And that never comes up again any other time in the cabin in the movie.
Yeah, because at one point she tries to call.
They call out with no problems. So fuck it, man. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it is. That is.
She has to go to the edge of the living room and hold her phone up, and she's like, "I got it. I got the signal," and calls Mickey from there.
Yeah,
and that's it. It never comes up again.
They start reminiscing about Ashley.
They did tell a story about the time Mickey and Sam were drunk, and Ashley scared him, and Mickey peed herself, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, because she
peed herself when she got killed.
Did they say pee or squirt?
Peed.
Oh, peed. Okay.
They specifically said pee.
I didn't hear. I thought they said she squirted herself.
No, they didn't.
All right, my bad.
I'm
sorry.
Watch it a third time.
when I try to pause that side boob shot, they start reminiscing about Alan.
Slow-mo, frame by frame. Got it. I think I see a nipple. That was the last time they were all together.
Yeah, they 1 year they get sad. Those forest rangers visit the girls just to check on them for no nefarious reason, Andy. But Sam stops out and goes, "It's kind of funny you're coming to visit us when we heard on the alarm that there's an escape mental person or escape, whatever." They're like, "Hey, don't worry about it. You're in a safe spot." And this is a great line though, like. Shauna comes back to Skip and goes, after the girls go back in the house, like, you've got 4 delicious girls up here, you got 4 delicious little girls up here. what is this? The Washington Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah.
Delicious Little Girls.
I thought that was interesting.
That sounds like a horrible, like a porn for like weirdos.
Well, Officer Shauna is not wrong, I guess. You know, she's pointing out that I guess an escaped mental patient's going to prey upon these 4 delicious little girls.
You mean religiously?
Prey upon them? No, P-R-E-Y.
Like, what do you mean pray like
P-R-E-Y.
Oh, I thought you meant like there was like gonna pray like I hope
No.
these girls have a good life.
Did you really think I meant that?
No.
'Cause that seems weird.
I just feel like this is a good time just to drop any kind of content because we we're almost done.
Oh God. Well, it's a little while later, and we have another stupid emotional scene between Miles and Sam. We have a heart-to-heart about what happened with Ashley. It's weird that she's not here.
The third conversation, we're in the movie. There's a third conversation. I timed this one out, Andy.
Oh, good.
It was 36 minutes long.
It was. I think there's something wrong with your stopwatch.
Jesus. I was like, even the first watch, I was like, are we going to talk about this shit again?
I mean,
Like,
clearly,
oh my God, I'm so glad. Like, Sam.
yeah,
I mean,
Sam is having trouble coping with this 2
Jesus.
years later,
I mean,
and
I'm
she
not putting
just
down-
wants the other girls to open up. She wants to get closure and move past it, and the other girls seem to have already moved past it
Sam,
'cause
people,
they're partying.
yeah, but people have different ways of going about their closure.
They point
Sam,
that
you-
out to Sam like twice or 3 times.
I'm so pissed
people cope in different ways.
Thank
yeah.
you for tuning in. We'll see you next week with Good Burger 2. I'm Nick. That's Andy over there. See ya.
Yep. So yeah, they
The bikinis come out late. You know, now
Yes,
that Ashley
yes.
and Miles have had their heart to heart. Sam and
Miles
have had their heart about Ashley. The bikinis come out.
They
and
all-
the sunbathing commences.
Do you like how Alana and Miles came out of the sauna and Miles is like, "So I'm fucking dying in there." Foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, that was good. I
I
didn't
caught
get
it
that.
on first watch.
That's rad.
Alana and Miles come out of the sauna, hot as hell, because they were in a sauna, and Miles goes, "Oh, I'm fucking dying in there." And I'm like, "Oh, she's probably gonna get
That's
killed in the
smart
sauna."
writing. That's
Yeah,
smart writing.
That was good.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff like that,
All
you
right,
know,
I
and the
get-
peed yourself story where they talk about how Mickey peed herself,
I
but
didn't
she
catch
got killed.
that.
And those kinds of things are clever,
I dig it.
but they're just
Is P squared?
they're bright. I don't know, man. That's a Google search for later. But the bright spots like
It is.
in the movie are
Yeah,
few
no,
and far between.
I'm joking aside. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously a good side. It is like a time where, they're kind of all relaxing and, they're having a good time. We get to see Alana's got a pretty risque bathing suit for a girls' weekend. It really, to me, doesn't really look like a bathing suit. To me, it looks like, honestly,
yeah.
like you would wear on a stage dancing.
It's a series of strings with maybe some thicker string. to
There,
cover
it's
certain areas.
stars. She's small. She's very small breasted.
Yeah.
So she's got little stars covering her boobies.
Yeah.
And then she's seriously just got a shoestring,
Right.
in her crack. I mean, she doesn't even really need it. I mean, I don't
No.
understand why she's even wearing bottoms.
I think she probably killed a pirate and took his eye patch, and she's wearing that over her crotch right now.
Are you ready? Yes.
Arr. They play a little truth or dare. We learn about Alana's ex-boyfriend, Chris. We learn that Sam, they ask Sam truth or dare, truth, who if that killer came to this cabin, who is the person that you'd trust the least? And she says Barb, which is a little foreshadowing too. I wouldn't trust Barb in an emergency. Barbara's like, fine, whatever. And after all this time, Sam says, Barb, how do you feel about what happened? And Barb's just like, I don't think about it. Takes a swig of her beer. We get a POV of someone looking at them from the bushes. That person goes into the house and steals the pillowcase off of a pillow.
That first watch, I was like, why in the fuck? Until my
Yeah.
second watch, I was like, oh.
We're going to figure it out. Takes a
But
pillowcase.
Okay.
Later, more talking and feelings bullshit.
Sam can't get over it.
According to my notes, more talking and feelings bullshit.
She's a fucking. They should have called this movie the Buzzkill Massacre.
Yeah,
Because-
or Sam's therapy session.
Yes, therapy. Like this is the worst line in the entire movie, and it just made me keep questioning the script here. I'm gonna read it. It's just please bear with me because I have a question. This is Ashley. It's really weird being here, just kind of
Sam,
sinking.
this is Sam.
Sam, sorry.
Yeah.
It's really weird. She's talking about Ashley. It's really weird being here, just kind of sinking in. Barbara. Yeah, but you can't let it ruin your time. Sam. How can it not? I thought coming here after all this time we get some kind of closure. But instead we're sitting here in this place, pretending like the whole world didn't just happen. Pretending like the whole world didn't just, this thing got greenlit. Someone read the script and went, this is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Like Did they? I mean, did maybe this director have some? Maybe he's a Trustafarian. Maybe he had some family money. Like pretending like the whole world didn't just happen.
It's a weird line.
Thank you.
I agree. It doesn't quite make sense.
I left watching the I was like, I had to take a breath because here I am struggling to try to get, I think, some pretty smart writing out. And, then I see shit like this and dull shark. Thanks
just
Thanks
weird.
for coming to my TED Talk.
I agree with you. It could, I mean, because normal close-knit groups of friends just don't do it this way. You know what I mean? I've never been part of a huge tragedy, I guess. More or less, like something like this. I've had a close friend pass away and our group of friends, and we dealt with it and stuff, but it wasn't like he got shot, you know what I mean? And something like this I've never had to deal with, but I have to believe that if something like that happened, we would all have no problem talking about it pretty quickly after it happened and kind of coming to terms with it together as a group, especially if you're a close-knit group of friends. But for whatever reason, Sam has waited 2 whole years to reconnect and be like, how come you guys aren't sad like me?
I know. It's not like they don't have Facebook or Twitter or something where they can talk to each other. I mean, obviously they can stay in communication. They have cell phones.
This movie took place in 1997, right? No, they could have kept in
cell
touch.
Phones, they had everything. Yeah. And also it's to the point, too. It's like The Big Chill, that movie from the 80s. They all met. They all meet to talk about their friend's death. And I mean, it's like, I mean, I understand that Sam wants to talk, but this is getting to the point where, they've said like, hey, let's have a good time. Right. Ashley,
we're here to have a good time. Let's try to have a good time.
They haven't lost anyone yet.
No.
I mean, they did, but I mean, Ashley, like they don't give a fuck about Carter.
Exactly, and that'll come up a little later.
Yeah,
but Ashley went off the deep end and shot a kid because of their prank. It was terrible, yes. Let's talk about it, fine. But Sam also has to realize that the other girls are coping it in their own way and move past it, because we are done with these scenes. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them talking about this
Barbara
shit.
Gets so pissed that
they get in a fight.
Yeah, she's like, you're being a bitch, Sam. Like you're really ruining this. So later in the evening, I guess Barbara's feeling bad, so she tries to apologize to the group and saying, hey, I'm sorry for the way I'm acting. But Sam comes in and goes, you think I'm a bitch? You're the bitch, and cracks her with a pillow, cracks her in the face. Yeah. So a fight's about to ensue.
Right.
Dare I say, pillow fight.
Mm-hmm.
But they all kind of stop. Miles is kind of the leader in this, Andy, and she kind of says like, stop this, we're not about this. Mm-hmm. So they all kind of look around, which I thought was some good shot. Like, I thought this was pretty cool because they all kind of get a smirk on their face, and then a fun montage happens.
Now they're having fun.
Now they're having fun. Now they're having a pillow fight. Now hence the name Pillow Party Massacre. And the music, it's funny, that director, his older brother plays in a goth punk band based out of Seattle called the Love Fingers, and this is who is playing in this.
Oh wow, that's not real.
Big fat news!
You got me.
It's back. The Love Fingers.
Wow, that was good. That was a good one.
Thank you.
I fell for that.
But it's some really gothy fucking lame music.
Oh, shit.
And we get a montage of little boobies.
A pillow fight.
And
Alana's top comes off.
Yeah.
She tears it off like a pro wrestler.
Yeah, it's rad.
And you think they're going to start making out, but it's not that kind of movie.
No, it's not that kind of movie. They don't start making out. At first, I thought it was a little boy ripping off his shirt, but it was...
body shaming.
No, I'm joking.
Later that night, our fearless forest officers, Ranger Rick and his partner Smokey Bear, come upon a car in the road with the door open. Is it Mickey's?
Yes.
It's Mickey's car.
Yeah, I remember in the very beginning when after she dies, the killer takes off.
Takes her car. Yep. And so this car is in the middle, off the side of the road with the door open. Shauna, Officer Skip's like, I'll check this out. You go call it in. So Officer Shauna begins to call it in and gets her throat slashed.
Did you see
behind.
the horribly fake saran wrap prosthetic they tried to put on? Yeah, and like the pump blood. Like even Jody pointed out right away, and I was seeing it too. Like it's like
she's on her knees with blood just gushing out of her neck.
You could see all the the
fake prosthetic.
Yeah,
stuff.
like they went to the Blockbuster that turned into the Halloween Depot and just got there. Spent a couple bucks on some.
So Sean is dead, and then on his way back to the squad car, Officer Skip gets attacked, and
did you call it in? Yeah, his
hand gets chopped off.
Gets shot. Is he dead?
No,
we don't know that yet.
He's there alive as our killer walks away, and he's cradling his hand as blood pumps out of it, 6 feet away from him. but he's not dead.
Not dead. So we cut back to our cabin where post-pillow fight, they're all laying around, one with bubes.
Well, Lana's topless, yeah.
But now all the chaos is about to happen. Andy, they hear something outside. Is it the killer? No, it's Chris, who is infatuated with Alana. They have a little thing going on. And his good buddy that he works with at the blood buffet, Adam. Chris wants to talk to Alana, leaving Adam downstairs alone, his friend, with all the other girls.
I thought, Nick, this was an interesting choice to introduce 2 new characters more than halfway through the movie.
Well, we knew about Chris, so I didn't really. I just think it was to up the body count.
I didn't like it though. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? I have no attachment to them, and I don't care about them.
Maybe that's why it's important, because they try to make even.
When you look at the timeline though of the movie, it's more than halfway.
Yeah, Chris to me looks like if Adam Rogers or
Aaron Rodgers
had Down syndrome. Like he is.
Okay.
He looks like a 45-year-old Dollar General Aaron Rodgers.
I agree. Yeah.
He looks like but
Chris convinces Alana just to talk to him.
Yeah, so they go upstairs.
Yeah.
Adam's doing his best. Adam, they're showing like, hey, I'm a nice guy. Hey, I brought some weed because I really feel awkward. I don't know you girls. The girls, especially Barb, aren't
Cold
being
shoulder.
nice to him.
Yeah,
very cold shoulder.
It's very unfair because he even said like, hey, I didn't know that this was like this. He's like, I thought I was coming to a party.
Yeah.
Chris said, do you want to come to a party where there's chicks? So here I am. I had no idea that this was going to be like this.
Yeah, like a girls' weekend.
Yeah.
But hey, I brought some weed. And then
Right.
Barb gives like, we do drugs now, better drugs. We're not 12 years old anymore. It's probably some good weed. You know,
Yeah, like, get off his case. He
works at a buffet. You know, he works at a, you know those buffet workers got good weed.
Where do they work? Like Golden Corral?
Probably something like that. They say it's like a country buffet. I mean,
Okay.
they say
OCB.
Yeah,
You remember
OCB.
Old Country Buffet?
Yeah, yeah.
Had one
You
of those
down-
in Appleton when I lived up there.
You down with OCB?
That's what we would say. I'm down with OCB. Let's go there for lunch. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
It closed, so it went out of business.
So Adam's like, you know what? Like any person would, you know, being treated like a dick, and you know, I'm just gonna wait for my buddy outside.
I'll be outside.
So, of course, our buzzkill /
Emotional fountain.
There. Ooh, I like that.
Hello, Milwaukee.
We are emotional fountain.
Emotional fountain.
We are a cover band for My Chemical Romance. We play your favorite emo hits from the 2000s.
Oh God.
Does anybody have any female jeans I can wear?
So Sam goes out to apologize to Adam. It's not his fault.
And they smoke a joint together.
Yeah, she's like, you want to come back inside? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna finish this joint first, and I'll be right there. And Adam takes a stroll to finish his joint, and as he's just sort of, I guess, walking around, looking around at the random darkness, the scenery and stuff, our killer comes up behind him, and we just have a shot, I think, from about his knees down.
Yep.
And we hear the squelch of him getting stabbed, and his legs fall apart outward.
Yeah.
And then a pile of guts falls
I
on the
love
ground.
that. It's like a shit of guts.
Like he's getting cut in half because his legs fall opposite ways. And so did the killer cut him from crotch to crown, one of my favorite kills, and cut him in half? Is that what happened? Either way, it's my dick kill shot of the week. Dick kill shot of the week.
Dick shot kill of the week.
Dick shot kill of the week.
That is a good kill, because I remember we always talk about our dick shot kills. Like, this is what I mean. They had some good thoughts. The process of the kills were interesting. But you're right. Did the kill come from... I thought it went like this.
From the top down?
From the top down, because you have to be a strong killer to do that.
You do.
Because we're going to come up to...
And there's not nearly as many guts as there really would be.
Yeah.
It's just like somebody dumped like a half-gallon bucket.
It looks like, seriously, like if you were to have a really good crap, and your crap looked like intestines.
And he works at Old Country Buffet.
He works at Old Country Buffet. Alana and Chris come back downstairs, you know, giggly.
They had sex.
Yeah, and so he's like, yo, where's Adam, my homie? And they went, you know, he's outside, you know, so he goes
I said
out.
this whole scene is so awkward and dumb.
Because he goes outside, but he comes back and goes, I can't find him anywhere. And they're like, well, we'll go look. So the girls go look. Hey, big, strong, 45-year-old looking fuck, you stay here.
Stay here, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
We'll go look outside.
He's like, okay, Rocky Road.
They look outside. They just look.
Yeah,
nothing.
There's nothing. Adam's over his side. But wait, Andy. Now something's not making sense. Mickey's not around either.
Yeah, now Adam's gone.
So the girls start freaking out.
Oh no! Lock the doors.
Yeah, Barbara eventually gets a call and finds out
No,
that...
Barb calls.
Oh, yes, thank you.
This is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, Alana made a big show of you can only get cell service in one corner of one room. Barb's able to just grab her phone and call her mom at the drop of a hat. I don't understand it. But she's talking, and they're all like, oh, my God, what is it? What's happening? Barb hangs up, tells them that the breakout reports were an accident. Didn't actually happen. It wasn't real. So they breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, nobody actually broke out.
Yep.
Okay. So, Chris, can I go back outside?
Perfect.
Yeah, all right. And he goes back
outside. Can I go
outside.
look for my buddy now?
Yeah, he goes out to look for Adam.
Yeah, and then the next scene gave me seizures and convulsions. For 2 minutes, I guess the DP was like, I got this great idea. Let's put the GoPro.
Director of photography.
Yeah. Let's put a GoPro on a ceiling fan so it just spins. Both Jody and I seriously felt like we were gonna get sick.
It was nauseating.
Yes,
yeah.
like I had to. Like
it went on too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a couple quick rotations.
Yeah, or even slow pan.
Yeah,
you know, a slow
pointing
pan
down at the girls while they talk.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It really is disturbing.
I wrote, what the fuck with the spinning overhead shot?
There you go.
We see the killer outside putting some rocks
in the
that pillowcase that they stole. And Chris comes upon a pile of guts on the ground. And suddenly he gets hit from behind with the pillowcase full of rocks. And the killer proceeds to smash his head to pulp with a pillowcase full of rocks. What a way to go.
Yeah, I thought that was my honorable mention.
Yeah.
That was one I was thinking of, but I was like, you know, because for the budget they had, and I mean, obviously some of the post work they did in post, meaning, you know, the sounds and obviously they have CGI in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was interesting to be like, what was CGI and what was CGI and what was not. This is, you know, so Adam is no longer with us. His brains were bashed in.
Chris,
sorry, thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The
girls are still lying on the floor thinking everything is cool when they hear a knock at the door. They're thinking it's Adam and Chris, and like, finally we can have our girls' weekend. Tell those fuckers to get away. Mm-hmm. But it's not who they think it is.
Alana freaks out and
it's not Adam and Chris real quick because they're dead, Andy.
They are dead, yeah. Alana's eyes get wide. She slams the door and says, "Quick, call 911." And the door crashes open, and it's a killer with a huge, grinning, toothy mask smile.
And he's wearing
strolls in the black robe.
And he had the black robe that he got probably from, like, you know, the Scream, the Ghostface outfit you get at that Halloween Depot store or whatever.
You don't see the eyes, you just see a white, giant, toothy mask covering the nose and mouth.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it's cool to have a little backstory on masks, but we won't get into that.
I don't know where this mask came from, but it doesn't matter. It is creepy looking.
Yeah, it is.
But
the girls split up. Sam goes under the bed. Alana and Miles head to the sauna. And Barb
goes to the bathroom. Holds the door shut.
Yeah. Anyway, as Alana and Miles are sitting in the sauna, you know, I guess Alana's I guess she's like, I'm going to run and get help. So
she wants to make a break for it.
Yeah, but she's going to leave her friends behind. That's what
she wanted Miles to run with her.
Oh, but Miles didn't.
Yeah.
Miles didn't want to put the Miles on. Miles didn't want to run Miles. Miles didn't want to run Miles while listening to Miles Davis.
Alana takes off going like, Trek motherfucker.
Yeah, Trek star, bitches, or something like that. Runs off, leaving Miles by herself, I guess, who was too scared. So the killer just busts into this sauna, grabs the back of Miles's head, and just smashes her face into the hot coals in the sauna.
Yeah.
Just burning. So I got really excited thinking I was going to just really see like a really gross face. Mm-hmm. And when it brought back, it just looked like someone had dumped a pail of ashes on her face. Still, the creativity was there, and that is my Dick Kill. Shot of the week.
Kill of the week. Dick shot. Kill of the week.
Dick shot. Kill of the week.
That's great.
Yeah.
Just sizzling her face.
And
then they said, "Come here, we got an ashtray. We're just gonna dump it on the side of your face.
Here you go.
Make it look like you."
Yeah, I've been smoking cigars.
She also didn't scream very loud.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're getting your face pressed up against hot coals, you would do some screaming.
Yeah. Next up is Alana, who's I thought would be far away by now, but obviously the killer.
Maybe she's barefoot.
Killer can catch up with. Yeah, killer caught up with her. This again shows me that the killer is strong.
Yeah, this was a good one.
A little fight ensues. The knife is knocked out of the killer's hand, but the killer grabs Alana.
Yep.
By
the throat.
Picks her up, and makes her fucking suck some tree dick. I mean, it is like
just pokes her head like bashes the back of her head onto a tree branch, and it comes all the way out her mouth.
There you go.
Essentially hanging her from the tree.
Yeah, good. I mean,
again, the tree branch.
Smart. You know, good. The tenacity was there. I just think it fell.
It's pretty cool. So Alana's dead too.
Yeah.
And now it's Barb and Sam hiding in the house.
You
remember the Truth or Dare game?
Yeah.
When they said, Sam, who would you, if the killer came to the house, who would the least person you'd like to be here trapped with? And she said, Barb. I think Barb would be the worst. And here they are.
Yep.
The two of them are together.
And
Barb fucking takes charge, man.
Yeah, she's like,
Here's what we're going to do.
We're going to go to the car. I'm not going to leave you. Leave the door open just in case somebody comes at me.
Right.
I got you. So right when they open the door, it's Officer Skip or Force Ranger Skip holding his hand. I guess he got it out. And it was great. The girls are like, holy shit. So they, of course, run back, towards, in the house.
Right.
And the killer comes up, CGI, knocks his head out.
Decapitates.
The worst CGI. I mean, I wonder how much that cost. Like, I'm curious how much.
Yeah.
Like, just that one scene, because it is horrible.
It's not great CGI. That and Mickey's eyeball getting poked out of her
Oh,
head.
yeah. I don't think that was CGI.
It looks like it.
To me, it looked like they just had the knife and just put a little fucking
forced perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So the girls run upstairs, and the killer follows, and a fight comes to ensue.
Yeah, Barb jumps out, punches the killer. They fight. Sam and Barb momentarily fight off the killer and run back downstairs. The killer chases them. It's all happening very slowly. Barb gets grabbed. And while Barb is fighting for her life, Sam just stands there around the corner in fear, like, oh no, what do I do?
Is she working up the,
I don't know, but the killer's got one of those box cutters, like an X-Acto knife, and slowly slashes Barb's cheeks, forehead, which very shallow cuts. It would be very painful.
Yeah, she's torturing her when she's just quickly killed other people.
Right. So Sam goes and grabs Officer Skip's gun off of his corpse, and slowly comes back upon the struggle, but not in time because.
Yeah, her throat gets.
Barbara gets stabbed in the chin up through the top of her head.
Yeah, so she's
dead.
Yeah.
Shoots the killer and then says,
and I think it's killer. These shots. When you hear a gun, you hear pow.
The gunshots are very.
They sound to me when you're hanging around on a back porch and around a cabin and you have one of those electric bzz.
Yeah, they're be prepared to hear them next week a lot with 4th of July coming up. Just a little.
But even the mosquito, I mean, it was no sound of a gun to me. But yeah, of course,
somebody took a big carrot stick and broke it.
That's exactly.
So, and then Sam's just like, take off your mask.
And it's Carter's mother.
Carter's mother, Mrs. Fisher. Why? How could you? My son's dead because of your prank. I buried my son and you didn't say a fucking word. Nobody came to his funeral, I guess. And Mrs. Fisher's like, I'm afraid to die. I'm actually terrified. And says to Sam, I should have killed you at your mother's wake. And that's when Sam shoots her square in the forehead, but she still breathes a little bit somehow before she dies.
Yeah, I don't I didn't know that it was a gunshot, Andy, because again, it sounded like a mosquito getting zapped by a buzz zapper. No, to me, it was this. Bzz, and then I saw a CGI. I was like, I was like, rewind. Was that? She
got shot.
It was actually. I've seen a lot of movies. Even before we started the podcast, I thought I'd seen a lot of movies. Now I've seen a lot. This is the worst post sound. Even when Ashley or Sam and Barbara are beating up on the killer, they're hitting his back, and it sounds like the same effects they put in for a fist fight. I'm like, it's just the post was done horribly in this movie. She's dead.
It's just interesting that a bullet hole in your head, shot right in the head, and she falls backwards on the ground, and it's like.
Well, they say when you're decapitated, you still are alive for 4 seconds.
So, okay, so every gunshot to the forehead I've seen, they're dead immediately, no more motion.
Well, maybe they had a brain surgeon on set, and the brain surgeon was like, listen, 29-year-old fuckface
So they
director.
used all the money, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us, would she breathe a few more breaths if we shot her square in the forehead?
That and CGI.
Sam walks slowly away. As the sun comes up, she looks at the coin that she got from the homeless man, drops it on the ground. She walks over to the railing and watches the sunrise. I thought she was going to jump.
I thought Ashley was going to pick up the coin. Even Jody brought that up. We both were like she was like, because I was waiting for someone to pick it up.
Nope.
Because it sat there for a while, and I was like, okay, someone's going to pick it up. The killer, you're going to see a black gloved hand pick it up, or you're going to see somehow you're going to know it's Ashley. I don't know how they would do it.
She's got a medical bracelet on that says Ashley.
Yeah.
like she broke out of the hospital.
That's
I
brilliant.
thought Sam was just gonna jump.
No, I mean,
she's looking over this railing,
and she's been so depressed lately.
yeah, I was like, is she just gonna fucking?
Because now she lost all her friends. Not
Yeah.
only she lost Ashley, she lost her.
How are you gonna cope with this, Sam?
She's lost Mickey. She lost Barb.
They're
Alana,
all dead.
Miles. All dead.
They're all so dead.
On a scale of 3 skin diseased hobos covered in dirt to 12 skin diseased hobos covered in dirt.
Solid 12. No, this is a 3.
I'd give it a 4.
Bottom of the barrel.
I'd give it 4 skin diseased hobos with dirt on them.
It was almost literally painful to watch. I was like very much.
The second time,
Not in favor
I
of it.
didn't mind it the second time because I knew I could fast forward it. Like I said, probably out of the 150 movies we've done,
Yeah, something like that.
this was the easiest fast forward I've ever done.
It was not great. And you're right. It was easy. We've watched. What was the one with the lady who wouldn't stop eating? It was only like a 67-minute movie. That one was better.
Well, it wasn't Fatso.
No, it wasn't called Fatso, but it's fine. We don't have to learn. We don't have to remember it. But Sledgehammer was one shot on a camcorder in one guy's apartment. That one was really bad. This is a little bit better than that. You know,
Yeah.
I just because of the quality.
That movie was made in the 70s too.
Yeah, so film quality wise, this one's better. It's got that going for it, I guess. It's got pretty good effects, pretty creative kills. I guess I get a 4.
Criminally
4 or 5.
insane.
Yeah, I guess I'd give it a 4 or 5 as well.
Yeah,
But-
that movie you were talking about is criminally insane.
Thank you. But the dialogue, the writing, the depth of the characters, I was like,
Even what they did in post. I mean,
we sound really cinephile now, though. You understand that, right?
well, I mean, yeah, but also we're also. I feel like
We've got a little honorary doctorate in cinephilia.
It comes from the school of Dollar Generals, the University of Dollar General.
Yeah, we've definitely.
It'd probably more be Dollar General State.
Yeah,
Probably not university.
Community Dollar General College. I think our friends across Lake
We have a
Michigan
community-
make fun of us for that. We're not /U, we're /community college.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's right.
But
that was good.
I do think that it's like I don't know. I feel like I know movies now, and this wasn't great. So do we know what we're doing next time?
No, but we got to do the kill count.
Oh yeah. Do we? No, I'm just kidding. The kill count's not bad. We have Carter, the beginning of the movie, shot when they played the prank on Ashley. She took it way too personally. Way more personally than anyone should ever take a prank when your friends prank you. She shot him. Carter. Mickey, our buxom first chick who showed up, got killed and peed her pants. Officer Shauna, it's P. Officer Shauna, throat slash, followed by Adam, cut in half while he's smoking a doobie. That was my dick shot kill of the week. And then Chris, the dollar store Aaron Rodgers with Down syndrome, got killed. And then Miles, that's your dick shot kill of the week. Face in the sauna. After she said, I'm gonna fucking die in there, she got killed. Just like when Obi-Wan said to Anakin in the prequel Star Wars, Anakin, someday you'll be the death of me. And then later on, Darth Vader
Oh,
killed
that's good. I don't
killed
catch that
Obi-Wan.
shit. Yeah, that's good.
Followed by Alana. She got killed. Oh, yeah, the tree. She got hung up in a tree.
Yeah.
Killed by Groot. Officer Skip. Officer Skip had his hand cut off, but he came back later only to get decapitated. I think it would have been funny if they cut off his other hand and then maybe like cut off his leg, then his other leg, and then finally decapitate him. But that would have been too much bad CGI. Followed by Barbara struggling for her life while Sam freezes and can't get the gun fast enough and Barbara gets killed. And then Mrs. Fisher, our killer the whole time.
Yep.
10 kills.
Hey, you know what? 4.5 then. You know, like
There you go.
I'll
10.
go with that, so.
I was buying you some time to see. I don't know what we're going to do if we have to. We probably got to take a break because next week is 4th of July and we're not going to really have time to get together and record.
I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I am.
When are you coming
And,
back? People want to know.
We're coming back. I'll be back late Saturday afternoon. So if we were to try to do like a Sunday brunch thing, but you know, I got to find time
you
to
gotta
watch
watch
it.
something.
Yeah, I got to watch something. So.
Well, why don't we just take a week off? I think everyone can understand that we can take a 4th of July weekend
Yeah.
off. So that said,
Happy birthday, America.
happy birthday, America. But we still need to take a quick break and find out what we're going to watch.
We'll be
for
right back and we'll end the episode in just a minute. And we're back.
And we're back. Dude, we really probably don't even have to say that, do we?
I don't know. It's fun. In case we ever do want to put a commercial in, we could do it right there. So we've got one for next time.
Yes, from actually 2023, much
Again?
like this wonderful SlashU favorite Pillow Party Massacre. From 2023, 1 hour 22 minutes.
Final Summer.
Woo!
Available on a number of platforms: Pluto TV, Prime Video, Tubi, Plex. In the aftermath of a tragedy at a summer camp, a group of camp counselors find themselves fighting for their lives against a masked killer. He's wearing a hockey mask and his name's Jason. Just kidding.
This is 1991, so it's kind of cool.
No, this is 2023.
This movie is set to.
Oh, it takes place in 1991. Oh, thank you. So there won't be cell phones.
No.
And Twitter.
We're trying to keep it up. Yeah.
X.
We're trying to keep the summer camp genre going. Don't
Because
forget.
it's summertime.
Guess what, though? Isn't Shark Week going to be coming up? I'm starting to look forward to Shark Weeks now.
Yeah, they are fun.
Because we just do 2 now, and
yeah.
so we get to pick one. I really had fun, even though they Doll Shark.
They're terrible.
We've seen Ouija Shark, Doll Shark, Jurassic Shark,
Arkansas Women's Prison
Arkansas
Massacre.
Women's Massacre. Yeah, those are the. I think we do maybe a couple, but
Those
Doll
are the only
Shark
4 that come up.
and Ouija Shark. What was the one that was filmed on a lake? Wasn't that Jurassic Shark?
And Ouija Shark. I
Yeah,
think they were
because
both.
they were the same director.
Yeah, and I think it was the same lake.
They filmed. I mean, that's great.
Jurassic Shark was like, we're trapped on this island.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a big motherfucking island. It took them 5 hours to walk from one end to the other. I'm like, what lake are you in? You're in Lake Superior in an island in the middle? Because I could see the shore. It was awesome.
It was.
I am also looking forward to Shark Week. But for
Shark
next time, it'll be 2 weeks. As you hear this, you'll hear this on Monday, July 1st. Is when this comes out, and will be 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right. So, right? Are we going to try to record when I get back on the holiday weekend? I don't know. Watch our socials /U_podcast. We'll post when we're doing it. I'll try to watch it and try to get over here to record. But with 4th of July being on a Thursday, we're going out of town for that weekend. But
yeah, I think taking off the Monday that is whatever the 7th. I think
Yeah,
that's the one
the
we're gonna
8th.
have. The 8th we'll just take off, and then we'll be
Yeah.
back on the 15th.
Yeah, that sounds good. So thanks, everybody. Follow us. Talk about Murder Cabin. Share the podcast with your friends. Review it on whatever platform you're listening on. Really helps the show. I got nothing else. You?
Fuck our listeners. Just kidding. We love you.
Dismissed.